How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another PVM coaching video where I'm going to take a look at a clip that was sent to me through Discord with someone asking for a little bit of advice and see if we can actually add any value to them. Now, of course, I don't do these videos claiming to be the best PVMer in the world, and of course, I do not charge people to do these videos, so any advice I give is just things that I know that will actually help them out, and whether it's just a little bit or whether we end up helping them out a lot is absolutely fine. That's all that matters. I'm sure there's going to be some people watching this that are better PVMers than me and probably see things that I miss, so let them know in the comments things, but keep it friendly, be nice, don't be toxic. Your toxic comments will just get removed on these videos because that's the way it is. But we're gonna go through this and see if we can help this person out with getting through their hard mode care pack kills, because they say they are struggling to get the kills down, and we're gonna see if we can help them out with that. So what they look like they're doing already is going through the perks. We can see they've got a Ganodermic poncho here with crackling 4 relentless 5 on it. So we have the legs with absorbative 4 and enhanced devotion 4. I think that's pretty fine. Enhanced devotion 4 is going to be incredibly useful for care pack. So, and then the weapon, we have precise 6 and we have planted feet on the offhand. Wait, that's a defender, right? That's just a defender. And then we have an offhand with equilibrium 4. We've got price 6, the equilibrium 4. So pretty budget perks, but that's okay. It's fine. It shouldn't make that huge difference. It's all good. You've got Elder Overload. You've got a Prayer Renewal, which is good to see. Adrenaline Renewal, which is also great to see. You are using vulnerability bombs, which is awesome. And you are bringing a Vitality Potion, which I assume is going to be for phase 4. You have the tier 95 cursors, I believe. Tier 95 cursors are great anyway, so you do have that. You have Animate Dead, that's why you're using the tank gear. I assume you've probably got other magic gear, but this is probably just because you want to get through the kill, so you're using Animate Dead, which is definitely going to help out. You have a Ripper Demon. I can see that you don't have any scrolls in there though, so if you go in without scrolls, that'll be one thing that I will point out. It's going to be very important to use because you want to kill care pack as quick as possible. It looks like you are going in now, you don't have any scrolls, so yes, this is going to be huge. Adding some scrolls to this familiar dude is going to help you with DPS a lot, and obviously getting through the kill faster is going to be huge, especially since you're using fairly budget gear, I'd say. I know Seismic Wand is like 750 mil right now, which is not that budget, but otherwise, yeah, having any damage that can come from a source that you're not necessarily doing anything from, because you just set the scrolls to auto cast, right, is great, and it's definitely something you want to do. The next thing I've noticed is you don't have any weapon poison. Weapon poison at Carapac is insanely good. It is so damn good. And if you can grab Cinderbane gloves, I don't know if you've got enough money. I don't know how much Crippling gloves go for. I'm going to check, actually. Let me quickly have a quick check. To be fair, the Crippling gloves are only 27 mil. And the Cinderbane ones are 75. If you can somehow find, or if you even have them, maybe you have them in your bank, I don't know. But if you do have Cinderbane gloves, stack that weapon poison. It's going to be so good for Carapac for you. Right, let's let this go through. And guys, this is a long kill. It's a 14-minute video, so we won't watch the whole thing. We'll probably go to the bits that I can actually add some stuff to it for you, and then we'll go through it like that. But you've got a Carapac Reaper, which is convenient because you've got the portal on the left there, which I will probably never have used anyway because I'm stupid and don't know about that. And we're going to move down. It looks like you're using Revolution, which is fine, but you're not using Revo++, which is of course a good thing, especially at Carapac hard mode. And otherwise, you've got Vampirism Aura on as well. I would probably use something like Dark Magic at the least here, or Magrat if you have it, or anything that's gonna, I don't know if you'll splash. We'll check if you're gonna be splashing or not, because if you are, then Accuracy is gonna be OP, but Maniacal as well would be great. Getting through the kill faster. A lot of people don't understand that. I'm not saying you don't understand this, but a lot of people don't realize that actually getting through the kill like 4 minutes quicker, it's worth you taking a bit more damage. Okay, great. You've done the mechanic of going underneath him very nice and easily. That's absolutely awesome to see. Your Animate Dead is on. I also noticed at the beginning, let me go back a little bit, when you start the fight. So when you've come in, you've used you surge forward now and you wait for Carapac to appear. You want a Sunshine here, like now. Sunshine right now. As soon as you trigger him to come in, you want a Sunshine and use your Adrenaline Potion. The reason being is you can start DPSing the second he gets down, rather than when he lands now, you're going to Sunshine. Watch. You'll Sunshine, you're not attacking him right now. You could be attacking him. And you want to get on him, your adrenaline will be high, you can use your thresholds. You want to walk a bleed on him maybe, and that way you can get more damage out. Because by this point here, obviously your gear's not like the best in the game, so your damage isn't going to be absolutely huge. You're not using Staff of Ramidal or anything like that, but you definitely could have got a couple more thresholds in here. And if you'd got like, have you used Wild Magic yet? No. So if you'd got Wild Magic off, or even Asphyxiate off or anything like that, you could have knocked another like 30k, 40k damage off there. So yeah, definitely something to consider. Use that sunshine straight away. And the adrenaline potion. Use the adrenaline potion, man. Get that adrenaline potion out so you can get the damage out. Okay, so let's see how you deal with this mechanic here. You're going to surge forward on that one. You want to get back in that sunshine for the last tip. You're going to surge through these. Tsunami. Are you using Insight Fear? You are using Insight Fear. Okay, one thing I will say, we haven't I haven't checked yet, I'm assuming, okay, and this is probably bad of me to do, but you're going to have a lot of adrenaline because you've used Tsunami, and you do have great concentrated blast, which is great, right? But you're going to be getting the adrenaline pretty high. If you don't use this adrenaline, if you don't dump it all, which I don't think you can, you've got, I'm assuming that's a Gothic staff in here, but you've not used it yet, so I'm not 100% sure, but you may start dumping adrenaline with it now. But if you don't dump adrenaline with the Tsunami, then you're wasting money being on an Insight Fear, in my opinion. You might as well be on Extenuate. You're going to get a damage buff of 12% because it's 1% per stack on basic abilities, but you're also going to get a new ability, Rack and Ruin, which does a lot of damage, and you can use Combust with that as well, walk with that Combust. It's a lot of damage. It's really good. So unless you dump this adrenaline like a lot, you're not going to be getting the most out of that Insight Fear. Basically, you want to be using like Destinate, you're going to be using Gothic staff. There's the Gothic staff, so that's good to see. And then you want to be using, like, you want to be dumping adrenaline like crazy. See how you're still sitting on high adrenaline because you used Tsunami earlier, like that you want to be spam that Gothic staff. So this is one thing that a lot of people who maybe you're getting into Magic still, I don't know for sure, but basically what you want to be able to do is, if you're sitting at 100% adrenaline and you're probably looking down and going, right, my wild magic's on cooldown, you want to be looking at this and going, I've got loads of adrenaline. And you just spam that Gothic staff, man. Just get rid of that adrenaline. Any time that you're at 100% adrenaline and you're using basics and not thresholds or anything like that, it's kind of like lost DPS, kind of, because you're not gaining adrenaline on hit. When you're using a basic, you want to be gaining adrenaline on it so that you can get yourself to a threshold. So if everything is on cooldown, just use Gothic staff. Like, use Gothic staff, normal ability, Gothic staff, normal ability, Gothic. You can dump that adrenaline very quickly, but you'll get it back quickly, especially if you are going to be using Tsunami and stuff. You want to dump that. It does really, like, a lot of damage. I think it can hit like 8-9Ks, right, through with the setup you've got. One thing I also have noticed is your prayer's not on. I assume you've probably just forgotten that. But yeah, your magic prayer's not on, which would have been huge. You would have done so much more damage with that on. Okay, there's the second sunshine, which is fine because you're only halfway through the first phase, so that's not a problem. But if you'd had a Ripper Demon with scrolls and you'd used that prayer, which I'm assuming you've just forgotten the prayer. Yeah, that's what you've just forgotten it. But if you'd use Ripper Demon with scrolls, you use the prayer, and you'd use the DPS Aura, you'd be nearly done by now. Phase 1 would be nearly over. 100% it would. If you have the upgraded ring, the upgraded signet ring, you don't want to be running out your sunshine like this, because you're kind of wasting love. You're doing a good job of getting back to it. You are doing a good job of getting back to it, but you want to be kind of trying to stay in that sunshine as much as possible. You seem like you're doing a good job with the mechanics though. Like, you are doing a good job with mechanics, so I can't fault you on that. You've not been hit by them too much. Your health is absolutely fine. You've not taken any. You've got Vampirism Aura, of course. That's going to help a lot. Oh, that was rough. That was really rough. Wait, do you have Blast Diffusion boots? No. Right. If you don't have Blast Diffusion boots, don't touch Detonate. There's no point. It's the terrible ability about Blast Diffusion boots on a single target. If you're using it on AoE, it makes sense to still use it. But as a DPS ability, like if you're using it here because you don't have any other thresholds, just use Gothic Staff, man. Just Gothic Staff him, get through that freaking wall of deadness, and that'd be much better, because it takes so long to charge Detonate early on that you don't want to be doing that. So far it's literally just going to be about DPS, because your mechanics and the way you're playing it seems fine. It seems pretty good. It's just these things that you've missed, like weapon poison and the aura and all that sort of stuff. But we'll come back to this at the end, and I'll go over stuff more specifically as well. I'd just like to get through the kill first, and then we'll come back and we'll talk through everything else towards the end. Okay, so you're about to phase. We're going to skip to where you have phased a little bit. Right, this is where you phased, and then we're going to see what you do with the time warp, because that's going to be pretty important too. So let's take a look at that. Take a look at the time warp. You want to be getting, you're on 100% adrenaline, so the second that comes through, you want to click it. Or you want to wait a little bit. Okay, so you've noticed your prayer's on. I assume you're probably going to wait until around about now to use the time warp. Or, okay, so you're going to use it after this. Right, so what you want to do with time warp is either the second it appears, the second that button appears, which is here, the second that appears, you want to click it. If you click it straight away, you can sunshine and it won't ruin you being able to walk underneath. Because I know why you're waiting is because you don't want to press it and then be pulled back so you can't walk underneath him, because it screws it all up. It's a pain in the ass. So it makes sense that you waited, right? You either want to press it right away, but if you don't have 100% adrenaline, or you forget or anything like that because you did your prayer instead, that's fine. That's probably good. You want to wait a few attacks, so like maybe one more attack, and then do it now. Drop your sunshine and then use the time warp and sunshine, and then you can walk underneath. You want to get this off sooner, because especially if you have the chance to use it again through this phase, then you can use it again earlier. But the sooner you get that off, there's an important reason why. It's because if you sunshine now, which you have done, which is fine, you've used time warp and sunshine, he's about to do the diving mechanic, and I guarantee you're going to miss a lot of sunshine time here, because you're going to move out of the sunshine to dodge his little diving thing, and you're going to miss out on like, what, like 20 seconds of the sunshine maybe? Oh, you just stayed in. You do have the ring. Wait, did you freedom? Freedom, anticipate, both on cooldown. Oh, you have the upgraded ring. Right. Yes. Perfect. You don't need to surge out of these. Don't surge out of them. Either run forward and escape so you dodge them, or just when he lands, just step over here. Step. All right. Oh, whoops. Step over here, and that way he'll go back in the air, and you stay in the sunshine the whole time. So you don't have to surge all the way over here, because then you have to come back, and you don't miss out on sunshine time. In which case, it would not have mattered when you use sunshine. Otherwise, use sunshine really early on, so you get the most duration out of it while he's not doing the dive thing, because it's just freaking annoying. And also, you have the upgraded ring in your bank. So honestly, just when he lands, don't panic surge. Just move, because you didn't use freedom or anticipate here, so the stun didn't go through. So you definitely do have the ring. Just move to the other edge of your sunshine, because you look how much of that like time you've lost in there. Like, I get it, you're dodging the thing, but trust me, just move out of the way of him. He'll go back in the air. You'll be good to go. You may take like one hit of melee damage, or unless you want, you can just run towards and press escape. That's another way you can do it, but it won't be huge, and it'll save you a lot of time. Right, phase 3 is starting. You have time warp. Use that time warp. Use the time warp. Look, so right, you could use it the second you phase now, because it's already ready. You don't have to wait for that button to appear. So you phased, time warp, sunshine, go. Time warp, sunshine, go. Now you're on 100% adrenaline. Now's when you would do it. So you want to do it now, and then you can get it down and ready, and you can get as many thresholds as you want, and as you can even. And you want to make sure you use that vulnerability bomb. So you've brought your vuln bombs, but you've only used one so far. What I want to make clear, by the way, guys, people listening, and Zaz, who this is, I'm not like nitpicking in a horrible way. I understand that you're recording a video knowing you're sending it to go on YouTube. You're going to be like feeling a bit of pressure. This is how it is. I know that, because even today when I'm recording stuff, it's pressuring. If I'm on stream, I play a lot worse than I do when I'm not, because it's the pressure and stuff as well. So you may have just forgotten about this, because you're probably thinking like 100 things, like, have I done this, have I done that, have I done this, have I done that, and suddenly you forget 3 more things because of that. So vulnerability bombs, incredibly important. Use these. It's 10% extra damage that you don't have to do anything else for, and of course that's just going to help out a lot. You want to use this time warp as soon as possible. Make sure the vuln bomb's down, and if you can bring smoke cloud, then bring smoke cloud as well. Well, you have smoke cloud. You have it here. Cast that smoke cloud on them, dude. It's going to help. It's going to help a lot. Every time you crit, you're going to deal more damage. Okay, let's move on to phase 4. I think there's not really much else. I want to see how you deal with the lightning, actually. Okay, lightning, let's see how you deal with this one. Are you going to barricade, I wonder, or are you going to be a ninja and surge through it all? You're going to be a ninja. Cool. Getting hit by one of those happens. It happens to me all the time. It is what it is. There's not that much you can do about it. Every now and again, you're going to get hit by one by mistake. Surge, that's a nice easy one to dodge. Perfect. So you did that nicely. That's fine. I have no concerns about your mechanics are spot on, man. Like, you know how to deal with mechanics. I think it's just DPS. If you could increase your DPS, you will fly through this fight so much easier. There's a few things like the time warp and whatnot, but otherwise, and we'll come back to this, right? Let's move on. All right, so heading into phase 4, let's take a look and see how you do. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm still a little bit sick, but it's okay. It is what it is. Okay, into here, vitality potion. Into the other one. Good stuff. Now, what you can do straight away, that splash is so freaking annoying. Look at that. Watch the splash. Oh, that's devastating. I don't know why. Just that one's more devastating. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But it is what it is. So here, you're going to use your time warp and sunshine, I assume. Yep, perfect. You got a relentless proc. Dump that adrenaline. Dump it. Use tsunami or something. Anything. Use anything. You've got it. What did you use? You used Gothic Snow. I use your defenses. Right. So this is something I was going to say. On this phase, you are going to have to defensive cycle like crazy to get through this, because of the slightly lack of DPS. You are going to be camping defensives, which tells me, because I know you get this kill because you told me this is the kill that you get, right? It tells me you have an understanding of your defensives. You must do. To get through this, you're going to have to. So I'm going to have faith that you do. But you still want to focus on DPS. It's really, I know it's really frustrating to know that DPS is everything. Like, it really is. If you can kill stuff quicker, there's less time for it to kill you. It is what it is. It makes your life way easier. So you still kind of want to focus on DPS, but it's good to see that you are using your defensives to get through this nice and easy. So far, you've not really taken any damage. Your prayer did drop, but that's unfortunate. It does happen. And you don't want to kill him, right? You want to move on to the next. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So I think you understand this phase fine. So far, you're doing it fine. It's just going to be down to DPS again. And having that Ripper Demon, having a DPS Aura, using your vulnerability bombs and stuff is all going to add into this. So, I mean, we'll skip through a little bit. You're going to kill that one down to pretty much low. I can see that you're somehow surviving here when you're getting absolutely slaughtered by these. Like this here shows me that you know, right? Like, you understand how this phase works. Using Reflect, using Anticipate. You've got your Time Warp on. I assume you're going to use like Barricade. There you go. But you got it anyway. You got the kill. But your mechanics are good, is what I'm trying to say. You understand the fight. You understand how to use your defensives. Let's move back and take a look at the things that you do need to do. Okay. So from the beginning, you need to get yourself some Ripper Demon Scrolls. Ripper Demon Scrolls are going to help you out so much. They're going to do way more damage than you expect. Get those. They are a little bit expensive-ish, but honestly, definitely worth using. Don't even bother without them. You will use them and you'll notice the difference. DPS Aura, if you have an accuracy aura at the least, like the minimum, use an accuracy aura. Otherwise, try and use like Maniacal or Majorat will probably be a good start because you're not taking more damage while you're learning. But honestly, it's worth the trade-off. If you get through the kill a lot quicker, then you're going to absolutely use less food. That's just the way it is. Killing those clones off quicker and stuff will make your life way easier. Remember to use your vulnerability bombs because that's going to increase your damage for free as well, and make sure you bring weapon poison. Weapon poison plus isn't that expensive on the Grand Exchange. You can bring something like you can buy something like a 4 dose or even like a flask or whatever, and decant it into 1 dose potions and drink it before you come in, and that way it'll last through the entire fight because it lasts 12 minutes per. And you can use incense sticks if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. It will help out quite a bit though. I would probably suggest changing to Exsanguinate rather than Insight Fear because I feel like you're not really getting the most out of Insight Fear in this fight. The AoE isn't needed, and while you are using Tsunami, you don't necessarily use the adrenaline all that much. But if you are going to start spamming Gothic Staff over and over again, and you do feel like you need the adrenaline, then it can help definitely. But Exsanguinate alone will be a DPS increase because it's going to make your Greater Concentrated Blast do more. It's going to make you be able to extend the duration of your combust, especially if you walk that combust as well. Which mechanics are good, so I don't doubt that you will be able to do that as long as you're thinking about it. All these little things are going to add up to be a lot more DPS, and they're going to help you out a lot. Like, it really is. The mechanics with the Sunshine, you have the ring. You have the ring to deal with the dive. Where's it at? So you have the ring here because you didn't get stunned. You want to make sure that you do just let him land on you, man. Just stand on the side when he goes up in the air. Let him land on you and move to the side. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you can run forward here now, and then when he jumps down, press escape, and you come back into your Sunshine. That way you're not going miles away, but try not to surge like off in random directions because you're going to put yourself out of the Sunshine. When you've phased, you want to Sunshine immediately. So if you can press that button the second you phase, like now, you're going to get a lot longer out of your Sunshine, and it's going to be absolutely worth doing. If you don't do it straight away, wait until like 2 or 3 hits in, and use it like now, and then you can use the Sunshine, then you can walk underneath. The sooner you get that down, the better, because you don't want to be doing that while he's diving, because if he does land on you and you do let him do that, he's also going to take reduced damage a little bit until you move away. So get that Sunshine down as quick as possible. Other than that, oh man, I think it's genuinely just your DPS. I don't think I can't criticize your phase 4. I think you do a great phase 4, considering the time that it takes and stuff. For you to go through that phase 4 and not use that much food is crazy. Like, you've done a good job. It's so good. You're using your defensives really well, and as a defender as well, so your durations are less. Like, you're doing a really good phase 4. I can't like, I don't know, you're doing something right here. It's just going to be about killing those faster. You can use vulnerability bombs on these, by the way. That'll help out quite a bit. You did great with the Vitality Potion and the Sunshine, so keep that up. And otherwise, it's just killing things quicker. And yes, you took 12 minutes to kill the boss, maybe 13 minutes towards the end. It is what it is. If you do these DPS things, that'll drop down to 8, and then you'll get improved and you'll get used to stuff more. You get down to 7, 6, and then you upgrade your gear. Like, that's the way it works, right? But you need to focus on this DPS stuff. That's all it is. So hopefully that helps, man. If you have any questions, ask on Discord. Of course, I'm always open to answering questions. If anyone else has any tips for this person, then leave them in the comments down below. But otherwise, I think it is genuinely just the DPS stuff, and I hope the things that I explained do help you out. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys also got value from this as well. That is like one of the main reasons that I make it into a video rather than just telling them on Discord, is because other people can watch this and learn from other people too, because it's great to see that other people are doing this and that as well, and you can sort of see and go, oh, I do that, maybe I should do this instead, and it does help out quite a bit. So if it does help, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new and you enjoy this sort of content. I'm pretty sure this is something that doesn't really get done much for RuneScape, to be honest, and I enjoy doing it. If anyone else has a clip that you would like to send in, then contact me on Discord, upload it to YouTube and send it to me as an unlisted link, and we can do that for you as well. It doesn't have to be a video. I'll happily just give you advice if you want that anyway. Like I say, I know I'm not the best PVMer in the world, so some of this stuff may be not the best advice, but it'll be stuff that will take you that step further. Like, I know the stuff I've told you is going to help. Whether there's better things to tell you as well that I've not mentioned, that's very possible, but this will help. Thank you to the channel members for the extra support on the channel. Your names will be on screen, of course, at some point. I really appreciate that too. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that as well, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.